what is happening at Google right now. Maybe you see a lot of volatility with your ranks, and then you are not alone. The crazy part is normally we see those things during an update. However, Google finished on September 21st, the 25 August spam update, but we do see more volatility now than during the end of the update. The crazy part is that it's across the entire internet, across all categories. If we scroll through this list, we see that only real estate with 8.4 and books are with 8.7 below a 9 out of 10. A higher score means a lot of volatility in the ranks. And it's an ongoing trend. Just to remind you, on the 21st of September, the update finished. And since then, we have high volatility. Let's quickly understand what the spam update was about. A spam update is when Google updates their AI-based spam prevention system. They call it Spam Brain. It's basically training the AI to understand their spam policies and making big updates. What are the spam policies? If you're unfamiliar, they're broken down in a couple of categories. Cloaking. Cloaking is essentially when you present a different result in the search results to rank higher, but actually have other content or other destinations. Doorway abuse is somewhat similar. It basically redirects you to another page. It's hidden. It's the page that is ranking is used as the doorway to the actual destination the website owner wants you to get to. Expired domain abuse, especially used for affiliate back in the days when you have an old domain that has a lot of authority through backlinks and potentially rank very well in the search results, is now being used as a redirect or building a new page on that. So basically Google tries to fight that and tries to see a site as new when it's an actual new site. Hacked content. Actually, one of my clients has malware on their site right now that we are trying to investigate what's going on. So hopefully we are not getting penalized. This far we haven't, but it's often that your website gets hacked and then other content gets added to the site in the backend. Hidden text and link abuse. The easiest example is white text on white background. So you, the user, do not see that there is more content, more text, but the machines obviously read this. So you insert more content so to have a chance of higher ranking. Similarly, but not in hidden site, keyword stuffing. So you really try to optimize just for search and then put in the keyword as much as possible, only to manipulate search results. Link spam. This is something that I always try to educate people on, to not get poor backlinks, especially from link farms, because algorithmically they're easy to detect. And the spam brain tries to find those and then penalize not just the sites that are giving the link spam, but also the site that received the link spam. Of course, there are certain sites that you don't have any impact on, but what you always can do is disable links that you are not want to be associated with. Machine generated traffic, as the name suggests, not actual traffic, bot traffic that tries to fake user engagement. Malware, malicious practice, also very self-explanatory. Misleading functionality, something like you say, hey, you can do this on the site, but it's actually not. So I don't know, you can win something if you give us your information and then nothing happens. Those would be a good example. And now I guess we come to more tangible issues that you could have. Scaled content abuse. That is usually right now, if you generate a lot of content with AI. Scraping, when you basically scrape other websites and publish this on your website. And site reputation abuse. If you publish a guest post on another site, that this site ranks in the search results, we call this parasite SEO, but basically you are abusing another site that has a good reputation. One of the most famous examples of this abuse is a famous example of the site abuse is Forbes Advisor. This is the subcategory where you can basically buy a post and then have it rank for anything. CBD oil or lawyers in a local market, doesn't matter. Basically, people use the Forbes authority to rank their content, and that worked very well for some time. And then Google caught on, and now it's basically flatlining. So they were not impacted by the spam update, but they obviously have been penalized before. Of course, 3.5 or 3.8 million visitors a month is still a lot, but compared to 14 million almost at the peak is a different number. The famous example for the scaled content abuse is AI invest. So it's basically AI generated content. And you can see they really peaked here around August with 9.5 million and now are still continuing to fall. They still have almost over half a million in organic traffic, but they continue to downfall. And here's the reason why I know that is the scaled content abuse. They currently rank with 231,000 pages in the search results. And at their peak in August, it was 256,000. But normally the spam update only penalizes big sites. And of course, every time there is a loser, there is another winner. It just makes sense. If someone loses position 3, someone else takes their spot. But the crazy part is that it's now a lot of volatility in the ranks. And honestly, I don't have an answer for this. It might be unrelated to the spam update. But if we also consider that the update only trained the AI brain, and now maybe the impacts are really showing. So what should you do right now? And I know you expect a silver bullet answer, but unfortunately, the only thing I can tell you is to just keep doing what you do SEO by the books, build your authority, create valuable content, create good user experience, and you will succeed in the long run, even though if you potentially in the short term sometimes see some dips. Cheers.